am Jocelyn Aquino, Lifestyle Director 3 from Opulence Global here in the Philippines. I'm very honored and privileged to be your host for this call. Today is a special as we have our Opulence Global Executive Trainings as in this call. Um, Today we have a very special topic on how to present the tour effectively. Let's start by introducing our Business Development Manager for North America, Mr. Cambis Avanestan. Cambis Avanestan is the Sales Development Manager for North America and the Caribbean at Opulence Global. With over 30 years of experience in sales, Cambis has proven his expertise by leading a team of 140 direct sales representatives in a publicly traded energy company and nurturing a team that boasts 8 millionaires, holding a BA in economics and continually enhancing his skills through seminars with luminaries like Brian Tracy and Tony Robbins. Cambis is a master of market dynamics and leadership. His resilience through economic challenges highlights his dedication to fostering success in his teams, aiming to replicate his achievements at Opulence. Welcome, Cambis. Okay, and now let me
Thank you
share.
so much. Much appreciate the fantastic introduction. Super LD3 Jocelyn, thank you.
You're welcome. And now let me share with you a powerful and phenomenal woman who has inspired a lot of people across the globe. Opulence Global Senior Vice President Sanas Human. In her late 20s, SVP Sanas made a pivotal decision to venture in the direct sales industry. With her strong work ethic, determination, and unparalleled skills, she rose to become a top producer, quickly gaining recognition for her exceptional performance. Her influence and impact in the direct sales marketing field have earned her widespread recognition. She was honored as the Luxury Designer of the Year by Viva International and celebrated in the Steam Opera with Winfrey Magazine and much more. At Opulence Global, SBP Sanas oversees distribution, manufacturing, and international negotiations and all global operations. Her ability to inspire others in the health, beauty, and fashion sectors is nothing short of remarkable. Sanas takes great pride in mentoring entrepreneurs. Her visionary approach and mentorship have empowered countless individuals to achieve their own success stories. As a trailblazer in the industry, SVP Sanas Human continues to set new benchmarks and inspires others to strive for greatness. Her unwavering dedication, unmatched talents, and relentless pursuit of excellence makes her a true icon in the world of business and entrepreneurship. A great inspiration to all of us, our mentor, our coach, and our lifeline. It's an honor to have her in this call, ladies and gentlemen. Our SVP, Miss Sanasuman, the call is yours.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you. Who were you talking about? What a fantastic edification. Good morning to you, Jocelyn. This is exactly why you're an LD3. So articulate. You have completely read over our bios over and over. You are smooth. You are professional. You are amazing. And I know you are going for LD4. So I am super, super proud of you. Super honored to be on this call. Great job. Bravo. Good morning. Good evening. Good afternoon. I hope you guys are ready to rock and roll this morning. We are going to get you guys all so pumped up. So I want to give you a little bit of a background very quickly about the reason for this call today. So back in November, when myself, Renee, Rico, we were on the road in Asia and we were going market to market, we started to see that there was a little bit of a discrepancy with the PowerPoints that were being used in all different markets. Thailand used one, they used a different comp plan. Philippines had their own, Davao had their own, Toronto had their own, Montreal, and we were like, okay, hold on a second. You know, our CEO has always taught us that people don't duplicate, systems duplicate. We've always reiterated over all these years, you know, teach people the system. So we got talking, we said, you know what, we need to bring more consistency. We need to bring more unity around the globe. And we started to ask the field, okay, well, why are you using this PowerPoint? What resonates towards you? So everyone just started to share with us what they loved and what they would like to see. So feedback from all of you is extremely important. As you know, our CEO, we call him the CEO with a heart of gold. He's always all about getting that feedback from the field, getting that feedback of what you need, what you want, and everything that we do, by the way. And so, long story short, we put our listening ears on and we started to take feedback. Renee gave us a whole bunch of feedback. Henry gave us feedback. Itzhak, Ronan, Ifra, myself, Rico, and the list goes on and on and on. And so from all the feedback that we got, we compiled it. And then we started to edit it. And then, of course, when it came to fine tuning, we kind of wanted to have the vision of the future. And as you know, with Opulence, we don't ever plan for today. We don't ever plan something that we're going to do now. We had to really change our business during the pandemic. And I want you to pay attention to this part very, very closely. During the pandemic, we changed our business. We had to. There was lockdowns. We couldn't move out of our homes. We relied on Zoom 100% to communicate and to articulate our passion, our vision, and our business opportunity to people. We started to use video conferencing as a way of life. Pandemic is done. Okay? We need to go belly to belly. What's belly to belly? We need to start going to meetings again. We need to start reconnecting again. We need to start going to coffee shops and doing one-on-one meetings. We need to start opening our homes and doing those one-on-one home meetings. We need to go back to the restaurants and doing team meetings and, dining together and wining together. Business happens and a business plays. Social club happens in a social club. I loved what happened in Ottawa last week. There was a phenomenal boot camp. Everybody got together. Everybody got their tickets. They all paid. They all showed up. They all dressed up. They all looked fabulous. They had a great meeting. After the meeting, they all went out for dinner and they built that bond together. That's what doing, all of the really, really cool things is. So we're gonna kind of bring back a lot of really great stuff. Kambiz, I'm so excited to have you on because now I'm going to bring Cam into the flow. We brought Cam in just over a month ago, threw a whole bunch of stuff on his plate and said, ta-da, welcome to the team. We've been working on this PowerPoint. It looks amazing, but we want you to look at some of the old stuff that we used to do. And when I say old, I'm talking about all the original things that we used to do at Opulence, at Global Wealth Trade, that created our millionaires, that created momentum, that was bringing in, hundreds upon hundreds of people daily into our business. And Cam sat down, he went through days of PowerPoints, days of training, days of infrastructure, and brought a lot of that context back and brought that to our CEO and myself. And we went, these are great material. These could be really helpful. This is where the dream happens. So we got some exciting stuff to share with you guys. So it's not about just a PowerPoint training. That's why these Saturday trainings are so important to get on every single week because you will learn something new. So, Kambiz, are you ready to rock and roll and teach the field about everything that we've been working for all these months?
I'm really, really looking forward to it. Hello, Opulence family, Opulence Nation. We're really looking forward to, within the next 2 hours, helping you understand the passion and energy that's gone behind our new presentation and how we focused on taking the best of information we already have. All the slides and the information we're going to share with you today, you already have. It's just a matter of we compile it in a way to maximize the energy and how to help boost your business, give detail where detail needs to be said, but most importantly, as SVP Sana said, to create a consistency, which is about duplicating and helping you grow your business in a much smoother sense and helping other people in your downline learn how to easily grow their business.
Absolutely. All right, team, make sure you get your coffee, tea, drinks ready. And you know what? The first thing that we're going to start with this morning, is I think some of the things that our CEO, has really, really put into play, and we don't train this enough. Honestly, I know Cam, he said to our CEO, CEO, when are we going to have a forensic training? I've read the book. I'm absolutely blown away by it. And ladies and gentlemen, one of the things that we've basically brought together for you is for those of you, you know, the Renees of the world, if you've been around the Rezas of the world, if you've been around the Sherrys of the world, the Abdulias of the world, I'm even going to say, some of you have already been through some of these trainings, but we forget. We need to be reiterated. So I think the forensic tour mindset is so, so important. As you all know, or may not know, maybe you are a guest, our founder and CEO wrote a book, The Forensic Networker. And basically, he was able to put this amazing infrastructure into teaching people how to create a six-figure income very part-time. And so the forensic advanced marketing system is for those that want to make money. So just actually before we get the call started, I'd like some participation from all of you. How many of you, if you join this business to make money, I want you to raise your hand or say yes into the message box. If you just join for the products, just put products. If you're just a product consumer, you know, basically you can just put products. If you join, by the way, there is an emoji. It's called reactions right at the bottom. There, it's called reactions, and you can give me a thumbs up if that's why you join. Or you can type yes. But if you join for the products, then products. Basically, if you're a product consumer, and you know, but I think Kambi's most people join the business because I love it. I love it. Business, products, money. It's part of the season. Yes, products and money. Absolutely, it's both combination. I agree. Love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah. So all of you are joining to be able to, of course, make money, because money makes the world go round and round. Everyone knows this is my money thing. Money, money, money. And then, of course, the residual element of it. But of course, you have to have incredible products to back it up. Yes? Agreed? Love it. Yes. Abdulia says both. Yes. You need, in order for you to make the world go round, you need cash flow. But then if you have a phenomenal product, Cambys, that backs it up, double whammy. Become healthy and become wealthy at the same time. Why not?
Absolutely. And actually, I like to have some fun here since we got a lot of fantastic leaders on the call. What is it going to take for us to get to 200 participants? Because we're sitting at about 80. What level of engagement does it take from all of us to ensure we're creating excitement about the fact that the next 2 hours is all about Sanaz and I putting energy and effort into helping you grow your team, because that's what they hired me for. That's why Ramin's on there here as well, to make sure that, hey, did I hire me for the right reason? Our focus is to help you grow. And we need a lot more than 80 people on here. So I'm counting on you guys. I want to see the number 200. I'm throwing it out there. I'm counting on you guys to grow the number of participants that want to learn and want to understand how to grow their business with the usage of their amazing products. So Sanaz, I think it totally goes hand in hand.
Absolutely. Well, let me tell you, Cam, we have calls. We used to have calls on Saturday. Again, pre-pandemic, where a lot of people were very much engaged. I feel like everyone has just got a little too comfortable. We need to push everyone out of the gate and get hundreds of lines, lots of participation, lots of excitement. Remember, we gravitate towards energy. We gravitate towards teamwork. And so today we're going to get that call started. We are going to go to the forensic tour mindset. And this is really instrumental, Cambys. I'm going to go quickly take them through a little bit of this stuff. Of course, I'm going to get you to add on what you have to say about this, because this training is absolutely instrumental. And then we're going to tell them how and why we put the slides for the tour to help them present it in the most effective way. Because ultimately, when you're sitting down with a prospect, whether you're doing it one-on-one, whether you're doing in a large group meeting, we want to see you succeed, because you are the one that we're here to support. This is why we're getting up early in the morning, to be able to support you and to build with you, to inspire you, for you to go to the next level. So Cam, you ready to get started?
Let's rock and roll. I'm right here, man. Let's get her going.
All right. So the forensic tour mindset. So one of the first things, I said this already, you've all heard this before, but here is what we're going to share with you. The lifeblood of your organization is the new blood, and the lifeblood of your business expansion is opening new markets and territories. I want you guys to actually think about that for a second. The lifeblood of your organization is the new blood. What does that mean? That means that you constantly need new customers, you need new activity, you need to be doing new tours, you need to be bringing new people in your organization, because some people in your organization will take action, some won't. This industry is like a farmer. Farmers go out there and plant many seeds around the globe, correct? They go plant seeds in their garden. Not all of the seeds basically flourish. You need to water it, you need to nourish it, you need to make sure it's got sunlight, you need to give it fertilizer. That's our forensic training, by the way, the fertilizer. You got to give it water, you got to give it love, you got to give it nourishment. And when you give that, then the lifeblood of your organization starts to have new blood pumping. It's fresh blood. It's constantly moving. It's that flow. Can you imagine if there was no blood circulation in your own body, what would happen to your body? It would deteriorate. So you need to constantly pump out. Why do they say give blood? Because when you give blood, it pumps more blood in your body. So you got to remember that you got to continuously have new people that are joining your business. Start local and grow global. That's what it says. You know, the lifeblood of your business expansion is opening new markets and territories. Cam?
Yeah, in Ottawa, I had the pleasure of meeting the Ottawa team on April 20th, and Brian did a fantastic presentation. I love the most important part of that presentation for me when he said the most important person in your organization is the newest member that just joined. Because this whole business's success, every business's success, is dependent on its ability to continuously grow the business. No company can become successful without growth. Every major company you follow in the world is all dependent on growth. The beauty of our business is you can have borderless growth without having to be in all of these countries. I remember talking with Ifra, and if she's on the call, which I'm sure she's on the call, I saw her already. Hello, Ifra. And if I remember correctly, she's in 45 countries. I'm sure she hasn't seen all those 45 countries, but she's on 45 countries. Renee, I think, is in more countries than we have countries. That's how successful and phenomenal he is in his growth. So this is the people that understand the value of our business that you got to gravitate to and learn from. So really, growing your business is about being able to grow the amount of people in the organization.
Absolutely. All right.
Back over to you, Sanaz. Let's go over to the next slide.
Yes. Well, Cam, this is something that I've always been an advocate of ever since I got involved in the network marketing industry. And it is an absolutely phenomenal industry. Network marketing is the greatest opportunity in the history of the world. It has become a slaughterhouse, leaving millions behind and casualties at no fault of their own. Don't blame the vehicle, blame the driver. I really want to talk a little bit about this. The network marketing industry is truly a phenomenal opportunity. I'm going to tell you why. First of all, with a very, very small startup, you could launch an incredible global business that gives you access to millions of dollars in revenue and income. It gives you a phenomenal opportunity to make friends and family around the globe. It gives you the opportunity for you to spread your wings as big as you want to go. And it gives you personal leadership. It gives you growth. It gets you to, get mentored and to give mentorship. The problem is people take that too lightly, and they bring people in and they don't train them. They don't move in with them, as we say. Our CEO has a saying, when you sign somebody up, you move in with them for 6 months. Not literally, but you call them every day, you touch base with them, you make sure they're doing okay. And so, unfortunately, it is the greatest opportunity, but it's become a slaughterhouse, leaving millions behind, casualties. What does that mean? that means that people are coming in and they're forgetting their downlines. They're not calling their organization. They're bringing people in masses and they're not training them and they're not giving them the love and respect that they deserve. Just as hard as they work to bring them in is as hard as you got to work to keep them in. Listen to what I just said. Just as hard as that you work to bring them in is just as hard as you got to work to keep them in. Yet we fail to do so. Cam, I know you want to say something.
Absolutely,
Go ahead.
absolutely. And again, the key thing to understand, guys, you are incredible leaders. You have incredible potential. Believe in yourself, but more importantly, believe in the talent that comes in front of you. Please don't prejudge the talent that comes in front of you, assuming you've already know what capability this individual has. I come from the door knocking world, and I remember every door we knock, we had very big rule: assume nothing, because we had no clue what that door is going to be. I would knock on one door and they would be extremely rude to me, where it would be very easy for me to assume, you know what, this area is not good, let me just move to another area. I didn't have that mindset. I had the mindset of, you got to move on, go on to the next door. You can't blame that door. This is business. You just move on. I will go and knock the next door and have a very successful sale. Same philosophy goes with the people that are coming into your business. You have to understand, without realizing, you could be looking at the next superstar of your business. That could be Renee standing in front of you. That could be Henry standing in front of you. That could be Ronan in front of you. You don't know who's in front of you. So you have to make sure you give them your absolute best in order to give them an opportunity to flourish.
You got it. So, some of the things that are really, really key and important is that when candidates see your tour for the first time, they are looking at some different things. Number one, keep it simple. We've always said this, keep it simple. But when a new prospect is looking at your business and your opportunity, they're looking at some key things. What's the business? How do they benefit from them? And how do they do this business? And if you just overcomplicate it, they're not going to join you. Listen to what we were just saying. People are going to look at you, how you even run your business. What is your business? How are you pitching it? So if I meet Cam for the very first time and say, oh, I want to introduce you to my product called FOL and FOL and FOL and blah, 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 you know what their business, you know what they're going to think? They're going to think that my business is FOL. And if they're not into FOL, they don't even care. And you just completely lost them. Let me share with you a very quick story. I had an orientation for a new group in our company the other day. And they are all young. They're all under, I would say, 25 years old. And when I did my product training for everyone, I did fashion, beauty, personal care, FOL, divine. And you know what? When I was doing fashion, their eyes were like this. They were like an owl. They were like listening. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. They were all excited. When I got into the beauty, they were like, okay, sounds good. Got into micro silver, like, okay, good. When I got into FOL, even though I'm excited about FOL and divine, they were like, okay, that's nice. And I could completely tell from their eyeballs what was exciting them. So what you're going to do, what you have to do is you have to talk to people about what is the business, how they can benefit from that, what's in it for them.
Now, again, guys, let's understand, FOL is the rock star of our company. There's no doubting that, and will continue to help grow our business. And we were having some fun with Ramin yesterday in the office when we saw something about supersize. We're going to supersize FOL with Divine. So we're absolutely here to help you grow your business for those of you that are very, very successfully focused on health. But the main concept is, for those of you that have been around for a long time and know it, fashion is also a very, very, very big part of growing our business. Get paid to wear is a very, very incredible, fun slogan, proud slogan. Opulence score, which is a new word that we're going to keep talking about. Renee's been on me all over understanding when are we coming out with all the facts of Opulence score. Renee, I promise you it's coming very, very soon. This is all ways to help you grow your business. Talking about Opulence score, let me turn my camera for 1 second and have a little bit of fun with that. Hello, Opulence score. So this is Cam's personal collection for Opulence score. So we need to have some fun with, guys, what is your Opulence score? Because again, we're in this business to promote all the products, but we also want to help those of you that are very successful and focused on one product, help you expand that business model and grow around that product, so that if FOL is your rock star, we need to make sure FOL has a whole family around it, just like the one I showed you in my household.
Absolutely. All right. So we already talked a little bit about, people are going to see what's the business, how you run your business, how you present your business. So that could be the way you dress in your fashion. It could be the watch you wear. It could be the ring, the jewelry, the shoes. And then, of course, it's your demeanor. What content and material are you carrying, again, to your business meeting? So once again, what is the business? And then how do they benefit from it? Is it, do you want to sell the product? Is that how they're going to benefit? Is it the business? Is that how they're going to benefit? And then you're going to teach them how you do it. Now, remember that people are attracted to strength and will follow the leader that is willing to teach and lead them. This is part of our 8 categories of distributorship chapter in the Forensic Networker system. But remember that people are naturally attracted to strengths. For example, if you got on this call this morning and I sat here and I was like, morning team, I want to welcome you to Opulence Club. Today, we're going to take you through a very exciting training. Do you guys think that you could survive sitting down for 2 hours with a very monotone, weak voice? No. You are attracted to that excitement and passion and energy that you're like, teach me, show me, right? So that's what you want to do. People are attracted to that strength, and you want to make sure you are the best version of yourself in this business, in this opportunity, in this company, that you give people passion, that you give people commitment. People will give you what you give them. Don't ask people to do as you say. Do as you do. People want to do as you do. If you set an example by the right leadership, then people will follow that. I said that to you this morning. Last night, I was at one of my friends' anniversary parties. And you know what? Many of my friends stayed much longer than I did. We left earlier because I knew I had the responsibility to this morning get up, make sure I go over my slides. I had to shower. I had to do my hair. I had to look pretty for all of you, because now it's my time for my Opulence family. So you got to respect your business. You got to give strength to your business. You got to give what is due for your business for it to give you that back in return. Cam?
Absolutely. And please remember, the most important thing we can say about that slide is they are buying you before they're buying anything else.
That's right.
That's why it is so important how you present yourself, how prepared you are for the opportunity. They say success is about preparation meets opportunity. Are you prepared for the opportunity of meeting your next superstar? Because they're going to judge you before they judge the business, because they're going to see it through your eyes.
Absolutely. Which actually brings it to this slide. Your candidates are not making a one-time purchase when they meet you. They are making a long-term commitment. The difference between the two of them that is making a purchase requires a post-purchase commitment and effort, and the other one doesn't. Understand that you need to display support, unity, teamwork with your candidates before you and immediately after they have seen the tour. It is so vital. It's exactly what Cam just said. People are buying you. They are saying, can this person, teach me everything? Can this person walk me through that promised land? And by the way, if you're brand new, don't be scared and say, oh my God, I can't do this. That's why we have 3-way calls. That's why we have third-party credibility. That's why if you're getting started, or you're just kind of restarting your business, maybe you just got an oil change with the business and you're like, you know what, I'm ready to rock and roll. You should be calling Cumbies. Cumbies, can I do a 3-way call with you? Renee, can I do a 3-way call with you? Guess what? You got a networker, get them on the phone with me and Ramin. We're even here to support you guys. As busy as we are, as insane our schedule is, You have qualified people in the field that are here to support you. You got Rico in Asia. You got Manute in Thailand. You got Danny in the Latino market. You got Abdulia, USA and Mexico. You got Henry. You got Itzak. You got Ronan. You got Nataporn, Pataporn, all in Thailand. There's so many people. I can like you got Maria here in Toronto, Maria Baptiste. You have so many different people, and I don't want to leave anyone out or just single people out. But the most important thing is you have support. But remember that when people are joining your business, no one is in this business to join you for a week. No one comes and puts money down to join an organization or a business for them to pull out. So ask yourself, what actions are you taking? Are you showing them your long-term commitment? Would you all agree that I have shown you guys my long-term commitment by being in this business? Why? Because I show up every day. I don't miss my Monday calls. I'm committed. I love this business. I'm passionate about it. I believe in what I do. I want to help people grow. And I believe in my business. And if you give me 10%, I'll give you 10%. You give me 50%, I'll give you 50%. You give me 100, I'll give you 200. You stop, I stop. I'm a pretty tough cookie. I'm a tough coach. But I'm here to support you. I'm here to build with you. If you want to grow, say, then I want to grow. If you want to make money, say, I want to make money. If you're looking for financial freedom, say, I'm looking for financial freedom, damn it. But what are you going to do to achieve it? Give people the long-term commitment. Don't fail on yourself by giving up too early. This industry is not an overnight rich thing. It takes time to grow. It takes time to flourish. It takes time for you to fall down before you can get back up. It takes time for you to wipe off your knees and say, damn it, I should have done this differently. Long-term commitment is the difference of the two.
Guys, how many people do you know? How many companies do you know that on a Saturday morning, they have a scheduled call to get you all excited and hyped to get going about how to grow your business? And then you got the CEO of the company on the chat line saying, absolutely, call me. I'm here if you need anything. That's the support that this business is for those of you that are just starting. For those of you that have been here a long time, you already know. I don't even have to tell you. But for those of you that have been joining this company more recently, this is not just a show to try to sound excited. This is the real thing. This is what we do daily. And we're here to support you. I've been personally trying my best to help Ifra's newest candidate that she did an incredible job of bringing on board. Who, Mina, I'm going to give you a shout out. I saw you actually on the chats, who's a hardworking Uber and Lyft driver. And guess what? How's that for a recruiting opportunity? Ifra recruited her while she took Uber and has been fantastically supporting her since she brought her on board last week. Way to go, Ifra. Welcome again, Mina.
Absolutely. So again, let people feel the unity. Let people feel like you care for them. I want you to do a checkup from the neck up. I want you to do a checkup from the neck up. Check you. Do you care for your team? Do you make your team feel like you care for them? Do you share insight with them? Do you give them hope? When they want to quit, do you stop them? When they're failing, do you support them? When they need a hug, do you give it to them? Are you there to be a listening ear? Or do you just completely disappear? Don't show up to anything. Don't get on any conference calls. And then when you walk into the room, you puff your chest and say, you got to respect me because I'm your upline. Because let me tell you, your downlines are your assets. Your team is your assets. Your team is what's going to make you grow. Your organization is the lifeline of your blood. Yes? So what you want to do is you want to treat your team with love and respect. Teach them. I'm not saying if they make a mistake, don't say anything. But give them support. Give them unity. If you work with them and if you set an example, I can promise you, if you set the right example, they will follow your example. You're in the business of psychology. You're in the psychology business, as our CEO always says. That means you need to nourish them, you need to love them, you need to work with them, you need to lead by example. Yes? I'm getting more and more passionate. We want to get to the tour as well, but this is really giving you a lot of that mindset and blow into the head to say like, wake up, wake up, wake up, right? We want to make sure that you are ready to rock, whether individually or as a team. By the way, when you're doing group meetings like this that you're seeing in the picture, everybody should be there at least half an hour early. Everyone should be setting up together. Or it shouldn't be like, oh, Cam, you go and you set up and I'll show up like a superstar. So whenever you want to show up to a meeting, thank you for that. I was saying it, but I didn't have the proper slides up.
Because you've got this thing fully prepared. You don't need slides. Superwoman.
I talk, you know what, for me, Cam, I think you've known me for long enough. I always talk from the heart. If I believe, I believe. And you know what? I believe in this company more than you all know. I get up every day with excitement. We have a lot going on in the company right now between product development, between all the new releases, the new PowerPoint. The office expansion is absolutely, I thought planning a wedding was difficult. Woo! Planning a new office is like 10 times as hard. One thing that you want to make sure that you do, and this is going to convert your candidates, pay attention. Arrive early, 30 minutes. The whole team should be there, ready, set up, dressed, looking good. And guess what? You all should be ready to rock and roll. You should have put the PowerPoint up. You should have done sound check. You should have been ready. Everybody, not just one person, everybody. When you arrive early and you welcome every single person to the room, which you should be, even whether you know them or not, walk around. Last week, the team had a gathering at the office, and I saw this lady, and she was just kind of wandering around the office. She looked very lost. Immediately, I went up to her. I said, hi, how are you? Are you a member or a guest? And she's like, no, I'm a guest. I'm like, oh, whose guest are you? And she's like, oh, I'm Ifra's guest. Of course, Ifra's in Ottawa, and she is in Toronto. I said, no problem, my dear. Would you like a coffee? Would you like a tea? I started to build like and trust. What's your name? My name is this. And then I knew she was supposed to meet with Danny. So I called Danny over and Danny took over. But my point is, when you arrive early, you're able to build that like and trust and bond with every single guest. Make people feel welcome. When you are meeting with someone at a coffee shop, you should be there half an hour earlier. You should set up your products on the table. You should put your PowerPoint on the table. You should be ready to rock and roll. When they come in, you already have your coffee, and now you're asking them, "What can I get you, a coffee or tea? Would you like a water?" Whatever it is. Or buy 2 bottles of water, put the water, let them sit down and say, I got some water for you. Would you like a coffee or tea? Remember, they're taking their time to listen to your business opportunity. Introduce them to as many people when people come in early. Why? Why do you introduce your new prospect to other people? Because it builds third-party credibility. Because maybe they just met me and I'm not from the financial world, but Camby's is from the financial world. Maybe you introduce them to Rico and, you know, their kid plays basketball and Rico's son plays basketball. They're the connection. Always make sure you introduce your distributors for 2 reasons: like and trust, 2, third-party credibility. Avoid sitting in the back. I don't know why. I always call the back of the seat, the back row seats, broke seats. I call the front row seats the millionaire seats. So do you want to be in the broke seats or you want to be in the millionaire seats? Because all the good stuff happens in the front. All the action happens in the front. That's where you pay attention. That's where your focus and your vision is like this. Look at my video. I got my blinders on. When I'm sitting in the front, who am I focused on? Just the front. I'm not focusing on who all the latecomers are that are sitting in the back. I'm not focusing on, you know, who's slouching like this in the back and looking like they're falling asleep. You want to make sure Think about it. All the largest seminars, Cam, you've been to Tony Robbins, you've been to all these seminars. Which are the most expensive seats?
VIP seats is what they call them when you're sitting in the front, because that is the people that are serious. That is the people that are the most committed, the most excited, the most in tune with what's going on. You 100% want to make sure your candidate is an excited person that's sitting in the front seat. Going back to the April 20th seminar that I had the honor of being involved with in Ottawa, Mina that Ifra brought on board. Any guesses where she was sitting, Sanas?
Right in the front.
Absolutely. Front seat.
Millionaire seat. All right, next point. This one drives me bananas. So you have a prospect, you have a guest. Do you think that you should be sitting with your guest or putting them into the room and then heading outside to chit chat with everyone, do your product order, having a smoke, doing whatever? No, you sit right beside your prospect. You stay in the room with your candidate. Why? Well, because they may feel uncomfortable without you. You're the one who invited them. You are their guest. It shouldn't be like, hey, Cam, this is my guest. Can you sit down with them until I go and I come back? No, spend time, show respect. Let me tell you, whatever you do duplicates. Whatever you do duplicates. If you sit with your guests, you're going to show them their respect. If you get up and you leave your guest and that guest ends up joining your business, guess what they're going to duplicate? They're going to do the exact same thing to their people because they're going to think that's the system. They're watching you to mentor and coach them how to build a business. And we're trying to show you, look at the subject line, fail-proof process to convert your candidates. Now, maybe some of you have made these mistakes without even realizing. Now we're teaching you. And if you've done it, it's okay. That's how you learn. We all fall down. We all make mistakes. And guess what? You learn. So always make sure you stay in the room with your candidate. If you have multiple guests, sit them all in one row. Put them all together. Always try to arrange with the presenter to invite you for a product or business testimonial. If you have a lot of guests, you should go up to the presenter and say, hey, listen, Cam, Rico, I have a bunch of prospects tonight. I would love some time in the front of the room today. Remember that when you're in front of the room, you only have 2 minutes. Don't go standing up there and give your life story for 10 minutes. 2 minutes. Make it fast, short, exciting, right to the point. Give your product testimonial, give your business testimonial. And by the way, the host should be really asking the questions. It shouldn't be like, okay, Cam, come to the front and say whatever you want. If you're doing a product testimonial, I would say, hi, Sherry, today I'm going to get you to share are you sharing a product or business testimonial? Sherry will say, well, today I want to share a product testimonial. Ask them questions. Sure, which product did you want to talk about today? Oh, I want to talk about my Fairy Mosh story. I saved up for 8 years, my Smart Buy every single month. And after 8 years, I was able to get my dream ring. Fantastic. How long did it take? What was the value? You ask the questions. Business testimonial, same thing. How long have you been in the business? How long did it take for you to make your first income? What was your first income? What's your biggest check that you've made per week, per month, whatever? And then the next question is, how many people have you introduced? How big is your organization? How many people in here? So you get them excited. So you ask quick questions. It's not like, well, I joined the organization 12, I think 13, maybe 14. And now you're second guessing yourself. Know your testimonial. Practice it. 2 minutes. Everyone should know their testimonial in 2 minutes. Head nod. Do you see how
Guys, your testimonials, it's just like a sales script. It's like a presentation.
Yes, and Cam is going to actually do a training.
Yeah, sorry, Sanaz. I was just saying the testimonial is like a sales script. It's an actual presentation.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely, Cam. And we are going to do a workshop where we are going to teach everyone how to give the most effective 2-minute story, 2-minute testimonial, 2-minute edification. It's all 2, 2, 2. We're going to teach them that 2-minute rule, how to do that. And that is another training that is going to be coming up, okay?
And I know we have a lot of professionals on the call, Sanaz, that already know this. It never hurts to hear the right thing over and over and over. So to a lot of you, we're not saying you don't know this. We know you're already doing a great job. It just never hurts to practice perfection over and over. Think about a basketball player. How many free throws do you think they're taking before the game even starts? Perfection is about consistently doing the right things over and over.
Absolutely. And I love, by the way, all your comments that are coming through. I try to focus on my training this morning, but this is very important for all of you, to tell us, because here, the 222 is the new rule that we're going to give you. 2-minute story, 2-minute testimonial, 2-minute edification. So 222 principle. And that is going to teach all of you to stay on point. And when someone gives you the 2, like peace sign, like you're past your 2 points. Let's go. And we got to get everyone to become better, right? And then, of course, head nodding and applauding. It is so important to engage with the audience and so important to engage with the presenter. When you're in front of the room, it's difficult. It's actually, what's the right word I'm using? What's the word I want to use? It's intimidating sometimes because you got all these eyeballs like this staring at you. So if you're sitting in the audience, the least that you can do is when the presenter is talking, be like a hip hopper. Nod heads. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Brian's like, oh yeah, it's challenging. Just, nod. When, they're presenting something that's exciting, give them a little bit of applause. I mean, you don't even be like, yeah! Okay, don't go crazy. But just be classy about it. Give them a little applause. Don't overdo it, but excite them, applaud them, respond to questions. If they say, how many of you in the room, blah, 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 raise your hand, participate, be engaged. But if you're sitting in front of the room and you're playing on your phone, oh, let me go through my Instagram reel. Ooh, sorry, I just played a sound on my phone. You're not showing any respect to the presenter, to the people around you, nor to the guests in the room that are paying attention. Put your phone on silent, nod your head, participate. Even if I've seen people where later after the meeting, I say to them, I saw you on your phone. Next time, can you be a little bit more respectful and pay? Oh, I know the whole presentation. And you know what I would say to them? Great, you're presenting next week. Well, no, I'm not ready to present. I want to be a presenter. But you know the presentation so well that you don't need to listen to it. You need to be on your phone. Yeah, well, no, I'm not ready. Okay, fine, I'll just pay attention now. And I want to just shoot myself. Dude, if you are in front of the room, you see what everybody is doing. You see who's sleeping, who's on their phone, who is paying attention, and who's not. All you want to do is engage the audience, and you want the audience to engage into you. So participate, smile, laugh. If they're doing a good job, guess what? Do one of these. Give them a little smile, give them a little nod, make them feel good. Let's teach people to grow together. Let's teach people to hold hands. There's a lot of people that want to make more money. There's a lot more people that don't want to do the jobs that you're doing right now. And part-time, they want to make $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 a week. You can do this with this business. All you got to do is follow the system. And we're teaching you some of those basic systems. Cam, is there anything else you want to add here before I go on? Okay, I lost you. All right, number 7, assess the room energy. After, the tour is starting, if the energy is high, you want to start the post-tour process and start the surveys in the room, which we'll talk about surveys a little bit later on. If you need to answer some questions, Reza is the master of this with the flip chart. Whenever he's there, he always says, okay, I'm going to break it down. And he does the most simple compensation plan that everybody understands. and he'll bring people up and he'll break down the comp plan and he'll show people how to do it. Yesterday, I was doing a training at the office for one of our new employees in the PBS. And I got a piece of paper and I started doing the comp plan. And she goes, you know, I've seen this from 3 different people. I didn't understand it until today. Now it makes sense. You know why? Mine was very simple. It was like, this is you, one on your right, one on your left. That's all you got to do. And then let's teach those people to grow. That was it. It was like the napkin presentation our CEO taught me when I joined. Do you know that I saw the compensation plan on a napkin the first time I saw it? This was my presentation, napkin presentation, literally. Perfect. So also, when you are in the room and someone says, I'm ready to get started, welcome them, make them feel special. Ladies and gentlemen, let me help you, our brand new member, Mina, to the organization. And you know what? Applaud it. Make them feel great. They just made a decision to get started with an amazing opportunity. They just made a decision to join your business, to grow an incredible opportunity and to become an entrepreneur. Welcome them. Yes, wouldn't that make all of you feel good if you were welcomed and everyone came up to you and shook your hand and said, congratulations, welcome to the team, congratulations, welcome to the team? Of course it does. And then when leaving the room, make the effort to say goodbye to other distributors. Again, sometimes when meetings are done,
So Sanaz, I just wanted to jump in there, just to, again, share, stories is what we sell in our business. Fantastic story again about April 20th. I can't say enough about IFRA and the fact that during that tour, when Mina was welcomed on board, IFRA immediately put it up. We have ourselves a new member. Congratulated Mina. I saw the eyes of Mina glowing from the recognition of becoming part of Opulence family. We had a boot camp that day, and the group for the boot camp, we're all going to go to a restaurant together later on in the evening. Ifra made sure Mina's also invited to the restaurant with us and insisted that she comes out. She came out. By the end of the night, I think Mina genuinely felt that family feel Opulence is, and that explains to me and why I'm not at all surprised that she's on the call today.
I love it. And you know what? There's a lot of new people that are joining every day in our business from across the globe. Today, Mina, you get the highlight, sweetheart. But you know what? There's a lot of people. People like to be feeling special for their decision. Make them feel special. You remember what I always say, right? SPUCK, my SPUCK principle. It's not a forensic terminology. It's a Sanaz terminology. Can anyone tell me what SPUCK stands for? For those that don't know, what does SPUCK stand for? I'm going to just put it in the chat. SPUCK. Yay! Efra got it already. Show people you care. Carolyn, Chanel, I love it. Show people you care. I swear to you, if you show people you care, they will come from miles. I try to show you guys I care each and every single day by the actions I take in this business. You know, I spend a lot of time talking to Reza, talking to Renee, talking to Ifra. Why? Because if I care, then I try to give them the time. They're bringing volume, they're bringing people, there's a lot of new prospects. I try to be supportive and show them that I care. Momentum is everything. This is the last point, point number 10. Momentum, oh, sorry, I missed number 9. When you are leaving the opportunity, the business meeting, the office, learn to say bye to each other. A lot of time people just walk out. Have respect for each other. These are basic principles of teamwork. Hey, Cam. Hey, Rico. I'm leaving for the night. It was great seeing you guys. Have a great night. Say bye. Show the new person, show distributors the love, the respect, the unity that we have together as a team. And last but not least, momentum is everything in the post-tour phase.
Sanaz, just to jump in there again, that's just my beautiful experience of being on the tour that night when we were leaving that Swiss Chalet restaurant. the way everyone was hugging and saying goodbye. I think someone thought there was a wedding happening. There was so much energy and fun in the room, and the way we were saying goodbye, there was a lineup of people to hug each other on the way out. It was just an exciting feeling to be part of.
Absolutely. You know what? That's what it's all about. Showing people the unity and the love and the community is that's what it's all about. And momentum. Let's talk about the last point. Momentum is everything. People will do what you do. If there is no new blood in your organization, if there's no new activity in your organization, people will follow you. They'll think that's the norm. But if you're constantly bringing out guests every single week, by the way, we sometimes get comfortable and habits become our daily DMO, daily method of operation. So it's vital and important that ask yourself, again, do a checkup from the neck up. When was the last time you talked to a new prospect? When was the last time that you brought a guest out? When was the last time you did a one-on-one? When was the last time you did an event? When was the last time that you talked to someone new? When was the last time you spent money on your business? And spending money on your business could be running a Facebook ad, running an Instagram ad, buying brochures, making business cards, putting them out there. Last week, Henry in Toronto did a testimonial of a gentleman who found a business card for FOL in a gas station. Can you imagine? The guy found a business card. It was what we call those drop cards. How many of you, by the way, would love to know how to do drop cards? By the way, that was one of the ways I built my business when I was in the field as a distributor. So drop cards are like little business cards, and they're like, learn how to make $2,000 to $5,000 a month by having your own online business. Call me to find out some information. And then we used to have like a recorded line. So the recorded line used to be like, hi, welcome to an amazing opportunity. We are a Canadian company that's expanded our business in over 200 countries and territories. We're selling the most incredible products from fashion, beauty, and health. And we are excited as our business is growing and team is growing for us to be able to, introduce. I'm just reading. I don't have a script. I'm just making it up as I go. And then they would leave like, hi, my name is Sanaz. Please call me back. I'm interested to hear more about the opportunity. So you wouldn't talk about the business, the opportunity, the name of the company. You would just tell them a little preview. Then they would leave you a message. Then you would call them back and then you would prospect them. And when they're on the phone, they would say, oh, well, can you tell me about the business opportunity on the phone? The answer is no. I'm just booking appointments for all of the phone calls that we've got. It's based on a first come, first serve basis. And we're basically taking all the information. We're going to have an opportunity seminar, and then we would take them through it. So that's another training that we're going to do. So we're going to do the 222 principle, and then we're going to do the drop card principle. So can you guys give me some emojis if it's a yes or no? Do you guys want to know how to do that as well? If you do, then Cam and I will work on that training as well, which is called drop card. Okay, drop card. And that is almost like a cold market drop card where you get a lot of which is right in Cam's realm of a cold market. So drop cards, Cam, let's make a note of that. Okay, totally. A lot of people are interested in it. Okay, fantastic. By the way, we used to go and put these drop cards on in gas stations. We used to drop them on cards. We used to go drop them off at malls. Sherry, you remember this? She said drop card training. Yes. Even in Sherry's days, we used to do these drop cards as well. And yes, Brian, windshields. Those kind of piss people off because then they have to get out of their car again and then they turn on their wipers and it blows off. But yes. Okay, drop card training. Indeed, we will definitely put that training together for you guys to come. Do you see where we're going with this? Do you see how we're evolving and getting better each and every single day? Yeah, Sherry's like, Tammy and I did them before. So did I. You're talking first female millionaire in the company. I did them. I love them. Me and my team used to go to malls. We used to wear running shoes and we used to run up and down aisles and, go into the big parking lots. And then when we saw security coming, we'd bolt. Anyways, the candidate join ratio after the business tour is 100% momentum based. If you are excited and there's energy and there's flow, people will join you. If they come into a business meeting and everyone is bored and everyone is uninterested, no one will join you. Promise you that. Okay. Okay. And of course, post decision support. This is really important. There are many factors that come to play in the new member's life that can lead to cancellations. Cancellations are simply caused by cold feet. Now, we don't really have this in our company, which is fantastic. And it's just because we have great products to back it up. A lot of companies, don't sell great products. So basically, most people stay in because they use the product, but it's how active are they in your business to reduce cancellations. And when I say cancellations, it doesn't mean canceling the business, but it means like they're just become product users. So instead of doing that, reaffirm their decision, reaffirm their passion, reaffirm their decision, reaffirm their decision, and reaffirm their decision. Make sure that they understand that the decision that they just made is the right one, and that you're going to help and support them to keep on growing. You have to interrupt the pattern of people when it comes to the new distributor's mind after signing up. So one of the biggest pitfalls that people make is they get people in, but they don't have a startup sizzle session. If you join today, I'm depending on you. Tell me what to do. So if someone brand new just launched in your business, have you set up a startup sizzle session with them? Which you should. You should be telling them, okay, Cam, okay, Amit, I want to welcome you to our business. Tomorrow, you and I are going to do a startup sizzle session. We're going to go over all the materials. I'm going to answer all of your questions. I'm going to schedule and connect you for the next training call. Look what that does for the person. It's going to give them the confidence. Okay, I got the support. Okay, I got this. And if the person tells you, well, you know what, I'm working tomorrow, can we do it tonight? The answer is what? Absolutely. You are on their time, but you never leave it more than 24 hours. Because again, that momentum is going to start when? When you start, when you get them excited. But think about it. When was the last time that you did a startup sizzle session with a brand new person? Have you done that? By the way, these are all part of our trainings. Because people are depending on you. What's my next step? What do I do next? Okay, I joined. I did the easiest part, by the way. Joining is the easiest part. You know why? All you do is you put on your credit card. What's the next step? What do I do next? You need to get familiar with the website, read the material, answer questions, confirm the time. You are not done yet. Remember, brand new people are gonna go talk to friends and families, and they're gonna get rejected. Not everybody says yes to you. I want you guys to imagine an analogy. Okay, you guys ready? So this is a water pipe. Let me rip this so you can see my clear water pipe. Okay, this is my water pipe. Everyone sees my video? In order, if I'm putting water through this side of the bottle to this side, what do I need to do? I need to put a hose or something to constantly fill the water, right? If this water bottle doesn't fill up, will the water come out of this side? No. Your business is no different. You need to fill the pipelines all the time. If you're not filling the pipelines, guess what? Nothing is coming out of the other way. Your pipeline is your prospects, is your customers. Not everyone is going to join your business. Not everyone is going to say yes to your business. Not everyone will buy products from you. You need to manage that expectation with that brand new people. That's why those startup sizzle sessions are so important. And you're not done yet. You know why? Because you want to talk to people. You want to talk to them the next day before the emotions are gone. Make them feel confident. Make them feel excited. Make them know that they made their best buying decision. before cold feet set in. You know why cold feet sets in for people? Because they don't feel supported. You know why people stop working? Is because they don't feel supported. Yeah.
Let's take 1 second to just jump in there. I'm just keeping up and having a blast with the chat and the beautiful engagement of our team. I want to welcome a couple of our members that have just joined all the way from Kenya. Kenya, we got in the house. The chat's going so fast. James and Kiran, welcome to the team. I hope you're feeling the Opulence love and the family feel, because that's what we're about. We're here to support you. Reza came down all the way from Ottawa. And for those of you that don't know, Reza had some important matter that he had to deal with in Iran. He detoured to go to Kenya first to make sure he's there in person at the launch, to give the boost that's required from a leader to help grow his team before he went to Iran. So welcome, Kenya team. Welcome, new LA Plus members.
Absolutely. That's amazing. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the family. All right, let's continue. We still have lots to cover, lots of excitement. So it is so important to make your brand new person. For example, James, Karen, Mina, all the new people. I know we have lots of new people on, but make people feel important. Spuck, show people you care. I want to thank you, and I'm really excited in having you as my business partner. This company is special, and the support is incredible. I just want to tell you how much I'm looking forward to working with you and building this business for both of us together. Wouldn't it make you feel good if someone said that to you? Absolutely. So that is why it is so important to follow up with your person. Now, if you don't know what you're doing, third-party credibility. Write this down. Third-party credibility. If you don't know what to say, ask someone to do the call with you. This is called third-party credibility, where you get your upline, your business partner, your sideline, somebody to call with you, to be on the phone with you, to talk to them. And you can hear what your upline says so that you can also learn. So the next day, it should be, today's our first day in partnership as we, accomplish a lot together. But there's 3 main factors that you want to follow. You want to answer all their questions that they have. You need to set up the next training. So for example, all the brand new people should be on Saturday call. Everyone should be on the Monday product call, Tuesday forensic call, weekly testimonial call. So you should be scheduling their training. Cam said something to me about Sherry the other day, which was so powerful. And it really, really stuck with me and it resonated with me. Sherry, Tammy, myself, Renee, we used to work 12, 14, 15, 16-hour days when we first launched. But the knowledge and training we have today, we can accomplish the same amount of work we used to do in 14, 15 hours in just 2-3 hours a day. You know why? Now we have testimonials, we have stories, we have infrastructure, we have tools, we have systems, we have so much more to offer than 17 years ago when we joined. So the same amount of effort that we used to put for 14, 15 hours, we can now get it done in 2-3 hours with the tools that we have. That's the advantage of this company. That's the advantage of this opportunity. This is why when you say, I want to introduce you to my business partners who are helping me build the business, this is where you could talk about the 3-way calls. You're my 5 partners. Everybody that joins, for example, all the new people that are joining, you have a whole whack of people that are here to support you. You remember what I said at the beginning of the call? Our CEO always says, move in with your new team members for 6 months. Daily communication. When a brand new infant is born, what do we need to do to that infant? It's not separated from its mom. The mom, gives it milk, bathes it, takes care of it, loves it, nourishes it, nourishes it, nourishes it, nourishes it, and nourishes it all over again. Why? because that infant, that baby needs it. Your brand new person that's joining your organization is your new baby. You need to
Talking
nurture.
about brand new people joining the organization, let's all give a fantastic warm welcome to Luan, all the way from Melbourne. Welcome to the call. We look forward to growing with you. So everyone make sure that Luan's feeling the love on the chat. I'm seeing the love being sent out. Mina, you've got competition. There's a lot of new, beautiful, fantastic people on this call. So I'm really looking forward to talking about your success story when we all meet on the company trips.
Amazing. I love it. So many new people that are joining, and I love that's exactly what should be happening. Brand new people, Cam, should be coming on to this. Welcome, Luna, onto our call today. Congratulations for taking the first step. Now you can see what you're doing is exactly a part of our infrastructure and our business. And by the
I
way,
want to give I want to take a second to also give a shout out to Ronan that mentioned Luan's on the call. Mina, when she joined the call, when she was brought on by Ifra did the fantastic job of what you're seeing on this slide and immediately created a WhatsApp group with her My5 so she feels the support. That very same night, Ronan sent a fantastic message welcoming Mina and giving her a quick understanding of what it's going to take to get off the ground running in our business because he was part of that My5. So he was immediately engaged with his business and made her feel welcome. This is, again, all part of the incredible leadership support we have with Opulence.
Indeed, indeed. And I love this. Again, daily communication, very key. Make them feel important. Whatever you do duplicates. Whatever you do duplicates. Pay attention to that. So your work and your business, if you are loud and if you are building it and everything that you do, if you are a product of the product, they will be a product of the product. If you are giving them your product testimonials, they will share their testimonials. If you dress up and you come to the meetings looking good, they will do the same thing. You show up in a tracksuit, they're going to say, okay, I'm going to show up in a tracksuit. People will do what you do. You manage the expectations. So your work ethics is what people do. If you only show up sometimes, guess what they're going to do? Only show up sometimes. And guess what? This business, and for all the brand new people, pay attention to this business, please. This business will pay you how you treat it. Listen to this very carefully. If you treat this as a hobby, it will pay you as a hobby. If you treat this like a part-time business, it will pay you like a part-time business. If you treat this as a full-time real income business, it will pay you as that. If you want to make $5,000 a month with us, you can do that. And I'm talking Canadian dollars. If you want to make $10,000, you can do that. When I joined this industry in my 20s, I saw people making $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month. And that was the income that I was making a year. I want you guys to listen to that for a second. I saw people making what I made in a year. And I'm talking about, this is like 23 years ago, 24 years ago. Not that I'm not older than 25, of course, but 23 years ago, I saw people make in a month what I made in a year. And let me tell you what excited me. When I saw them up in front of the room, I was like, I can do better. I'm like, I can do better. I deserve more. How many of you feel like you deserve more than what you are earning at your job, even at Opulence? How many of you feel like you deserve more money? I'm going to tell you, all of you are going to say me. All of you feel like you deserve more. Okay, absolutely me. What are you doing to achieve it? How much effort are you putting in? How much time? How many calls are you doing? Do you know that many nights my jaw at the end of the night is actually hurting from the amount of talking I have done? Kambiz works with me now in house. He sees at the end of the day the exhaustion that sets into me. I'm drained. Not because I'm tired or it's just the amount of work and energy After 19 years, I'm still putting into this business. Why? I don't do it for me. I don't do it for the money for me. I'm good. You know who I do it for? I do it for you guys. I want to see you win. I want to see you grow. I want to see you financially be free. I want to see people live the dream life they deserve. But you will only deserve what you get based on the effort that you put in. If you only pretend like you're working, you'll make pretend money. If you actually put in the efforts, if you go out there, you work it, you build it, you grow it, you inspire it, you put in, the grinds into what you need to do, I promise you, you will earn it. I promise you, this business is the best opportunity that I've ever seen from comp plan, from product line, but we need to get better in our training. We need to get better in our unity. We need to get better in our duplication. I'm telling you what we need to get better in, but it starts from the field. It starts with having thousands upon thousands of people that are on these calls, that are passing it on, that take this training and say, Sanaj, you know what? I'm going to do this training for my team. Not just me, not just Cam. Each and every single one of you should be doing these type of trainings for their organization. It starts with you. Everything starts with you. Change starts with you. Growth starts with you. Building starts with you. Money starts with you. To be, it's up to me. Write that down. To be, it's up to me. I promise you, today is the day that you declare what you want to achieve. Declare it, own it, work for it, build for it, grow it. Don't make excuses. Excuses is the devil. Excuses is the devil. All right, let's wrap this up. Before Cam, I pass it on to you to go over the quick slides. The forensic post-tour decision will eliminate most of the potentials of cancellations, returns, downgrades. I've already talked about this a lot. I'm already ahead of the game. And the upside to your business is that most of your team members will do what you do. We've already talked about this 1,000 times. The downside is that team members will also do what you do. The good, the
I
bad.
think Mavis did a fantastic job on the chat. I couldn't stop laughing when I read it. Mavis, very to the point, very simple. Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah. Listen, you know what? I agree. It's basically everybody duplicate. If you don't duplicate, systems don't duplicate on their own. Oops, sorry. 1 second, please. I just went too fast. In this business, Cam, it's really important to understand you don't duplicate. Systems duplicate. Understand that each and every single one of us are very different from each other. We come from different backgrounds. We come from different cultures. We come from different upbringings. We are all very uniquely different in our own ways. But we don't duplicate. Our systems do. The systems and infrastructure that our founder and CEO has put into this company has been the platform, has been the infrastructure that has got us to grow to be where we are today. So always remember, you don't duplicate. The systems duplicate. And whatever system you teach that brand new person, they are going to duplicate exactly that. Nourish, the key points to remember, the lifeline of your business is the new blood. Cherish your team who generates CV for you with their monthly purchases and sales. You should be touching base with every single person that you brought into this business to make sure they know how to make purchases, to see if they need product orders. And the ones that are generating you that commissionable volume, that's what CV stands for, by the way. CV stands for commissionable volume. What is commission? Money. What's volume? Sales. So the more product sales, the more volume that goes through, that gives you commissionable volume for monthly sales, for infrastructure, for residual income. Support all members in your team, not just the ones you consider important. A lot of times they say, oh, well, Rico is the one who's bringing in all of the volume, so I'm going to completely ignore Cam. You never know who needs help. but make everyone feel important. Consider every single person in your organization important. Many of you on this call have children, yes? You'll always have your problem child or the rebel child, as I call it. And then you'll always have that model citizen child. I already know between Cam, well, his daughters, and of course his cat.
Yeah,
But
talking about cat, you know, I've got her right here. Don't worry.
that's amazing. So what's really important is we nourish all of our children, no matter their age, no matter how much grief they give us. So it's really, really important that you make sure you nourish everyone, support everyone, love everyone, build with everyone, grow with everyone. Your job, listen to this point, your job is not to play God and decide who will be your player. Your job is to do the forensic 70-30 business. Oh my God, if you guys could pay attention to this, you guys would all be filthy rich. You want the magic pill? This is it. 70% should be spent on your first and second generation. 30% should be spent on supporting your team. Your job is not to play God and decide who's going to be your player. Like Cam said at the beginning, he said it best. When he used to do door knocking, if he went to a bad door, that didn't mean it was going to be a bad neighborhood. It was like, okay, next, I'm going to go to the next house. And you know what? Maybe the neighbor was a jerk. I mean, in my neighborhood, I have neighbors that are jerks and I have neighbors that are like family. One person does not set the precedent for everyone else. So remember, God does not judge us. He loves us all. Your job is not to play God. Your job is not to decide who's going to be your big player and who's not. Your job is to do the forensic 70-30 business plan. 70%, 70% is frontline. Your brand new people, your first generation. These are people that you personally sponsored, and the people that they sponsored become your second generation. Your job is to support first and second gen. And then 30% should be on the entire entity of the organization as well. Such a good
And
training.
talking about support, very, very important when we're talking about supporting your team, your first two lines, staying up to speed with them, giving them all the important tools that are in this business. Everyone on this call should know the importance and the beauty of qualifying for the MGRS bonus. If you don't know about it, talk to your upline. It's one of the greatest ways we have to get you started on this business on the right path and put you in a position to have incredible growth and success, because the MGRS bonus is giving you a share of all the revenue within the company. You just simply got to cost transition to the daily stuff that you have in the house. And when you do it right, your upline will explain to you pretty much most of it is going to be covered by the MGRS bonus. It's a beautiful way to understand how to start earning in our business.
Absolutely. All right. And then, of course, if you don't attend to your garden, this is an analogy that I live by, I swear by. For those of you that love your flowers and your gardens, if you don't attend to your garden, it will be taken over by weeds. Flowers take months to develop, and weeds grow overnight. So if you don't nourish your team, if you don't pull out the weeds, guess what's going to happen to your garden? It's going to become a disaster. You need to seed your garden, nourish your garden, fertilize your garden. And I mean, your garden, I'm referring to as an analogy of your organization. You need to love it, nourish it, feed it, give it support, give it the help that it needs. And of course, those weeds need to be taken out and be able to grow your organization. So this is, ladies and gentlemen, the first part of the training that we've done, but we've gone so far into the training camp this morning. And I do want to maybe, we were supposed to do a full training of how to effectively present a tour. I don't want to rush through it. I think this is such an important training that we need to really, really give to our people So maybe what I'm thinking is, because we're at 11:30, I don't want to go over the hour. I want to make sure everyone's brain is still fresh with everything. So what I'm thinking, Cam, if you're okay with it, we do a follow-up of a presentation maybe next week to do this. In the meantime, we can train it on the forensic call on Tuesday as well, Tuesday evening, just to kind of show them. And then maybe today we can answer some questions, kind of get everyone on their flow. What do you think, Cam?
I think that's a fantastic idea. We're a dangerous combo, the two of us. And Ramin's just keeping it to the chat. Imagine getting Ramin in this thing as well. Then it would be like a crazy trio. But the key thing is we've covered a lot of important information. And I think absolutely we're probably reaching the limit of valuable information intake. And we can definitely make sure we're going to, guys, we already have a whole video of the presentation. We've already sent it out. We can definitely make sure we push that on to the next week or next time. Definitely 100%. Let's take it to questions and answers. Let's get some involvement. I agree with you.
Perfect. So I just want you guys to know as well, for especially the new people, we are going to be recording the presentation. So it's going to be a great video that for the brand new people that are not comfortable yet, you can play this video for your prospect while you sit down with them. And at the same time, after watching it 2 to 3 times, you should be able to do this presentation yourself as well. So we're going to teach you all the nitty gritties of how to do the presentation, how to be able to build your business. So we shared a lot of vital information. We're here to support you. We're here to build with you. There's a whole concept of the how to present the tour. And remember, presenting is literally like cooking. How many of you make chicken noodle soup? I think everyone here on this call knows how to make some sort of chicken noodle soup, right? However, based on Asian culture or Indian culture or Filipino culture or Canadian culture or Middle Eastern culture or whatever culture, all of our chicken noodle soups taste differently. Why? Because we use different noodles, we use different spices, we use different ways of cooking. It doesn't make it right or wrong. It just makes them different. So don't ever be afraid to put in your own flavor into whatever it is that you're doing. Follow the company principles, follow the company guidelines, follow the blueprint, follow the system, be excited, all of the things that we shared with you today, but just go out there. Now, I want to also, I know we have our founder and CEO, which does not happen normally on Saturday mornings. And I don't know if he's testing me or if he's testing Camby's, but he is on this morning. And I definitely want to honor and respect the time that we have him here. I want to see if he does have any words that he would like to share with all of you. For those of you that don't know our founder and CEO, he is the CEO we call with a heart of gold, comes from the field, 35 years in this industry. Absolutely a veteran, has built 5 multi-million-dollar businesses, was a self-made millionaire at the age of 25, created the training that Cam and I just trained you on. It was actually created by our founder and CEO. He is a wealth of knowledge. He has created more than 24 millionaires in his life. He has taught people how to go from zero to hero in just less than a year. And you know what? He is my mentor and coach. He's been my guiding light. He's been my beacon of hope and light through everything that I've been able to do in this business. He's also my big boss, as I call him at the office. I'm the mini boss. He's the big boss at the office. And you know what? He is absolutely phenomenal to be around, to be mentored by, to be coached by. He's tough, but an amazing, amazing coach with a heart of gold. So, sir, do we have you on the call this morning?
Yes, hi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Wow, what a refreshing training. Forensic. I wrote that book 23 years ago. Every word of it is relevant today. And you know what? It is so real because I built that training based on how I built my 5 multi-million-dollar businesses. One thing I'm proud of is 14 years being on the field. 12 years of it was full time, and 10 years of it I had 6-figure income. The full-time part, it takes a toll on you because unless you have a plan, then you're gonna misfire. So that's what forensic is. It's a plan that keeps you in check every single day. It's your DMO. We call it the boss box because most people need a boss looking over their shoulder, and the balance of them still need a checkpoint, and that's what the forensic system is all about. People ask me a lot, and they sometimes you get the same question, like, "What motivates you? Like, you guys, got a large business. You've been doing this a long time. I've been doing this 35 years. Like, it's 2/3 of my life." And I'm more motivated today. Cam and I were having a talk yesterday after hours. Office was closed, just him and I sitting around, just talking about what we're going to be doing. And um, look, it let's face it. Most people are not aware. The typical instruments that kept an average family, middle class family, afloat is no longer sufficient enough. This is why people are losing their lifestyle. The quality of life is going down. Debts are high, all-time high household debt, all-time high bankruptcies, all-time high. It's incredible. Yesterday, Cam was sharing with me about this mortgage things, and maybe Cam, share that stat to share with you, because I heard something like that before from Canada's largest bank. But your stats was even
Absolutely, yes. The
was
mortgage is
your
up
stats was even more.
71%. The mortgage delinquencies.
Yeah, your stat was even more, because what I'd heard was from RBC Canada's largest bank that by 2025, 61% of the mortgages will default. 61. But your stat, because you do have a mortgage license, your stat, a more recent stat, is even worse. Go ahead and share that with us.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a 71% increase in mortgage delinquencies happening right now in Canada compared to last year this month. And it's just, this is a market that's very, very, very controlled with 5 major banks. So if it's happening in this market, imagine what it's happening on other markets that don't even have very good control of their stats. So this is a serious, serious number.
So this is what I'm talking about. The world is falling apart, and people tend to adapt to the environment. It doesn't matter if it gets worse; they just kind of adapt to it till no longer can adapt, and that falls in. Then you run into some financial problems, and then bankruptcies and so forth. So what I want to finish with, people say, why are you so motivated? Well, people are under a false impression that everything's okay, right? But it's not okay. And what you used to do to keep your household together no longer sufficient. All of us need to be proactive. All of us, we used to call it plan B before, in my days, 30 years ago. Now it's really a plan A, because the jobs now become plan B. Traditional businesses now become plan B. But we need another plan to survive uh, in coming decades. One of the things I'm reading about now is over the next decade. Here's what the economists are saying. Over the next decade, the number of middle class people that will enter the poverty level will double. These are normal people. These are maybe some people on this call. So these are economists talking about that middle class are going to decline into poverty. So when you know these stats, and I 30 years ago, I read a book called Only the Paranoid Survives. And thank God I did that, because I'm always ahead of it, because even during good times, I'm paranoid about things. Of course, every time we hit a major collapse, we're ready for it. The first time in Opulence we hit a major collapse was the major economical collapse of 2008. That was a big one. And when that happened, where people were panicking, what did we do? We came up with this crazy promotion called Double IA, and we built the most massive business over the next 3 years. So now it's the next big collapse that's coming worldwide. If you're paying attention, listen to the right media, not your local news. If you're searching and following the right people on YouTube, the major collapse is coming. Things are getting tougher. People are losing their lifestyle. People losing more than lifestyle, losing their assets and homes. Less and less every day now. Our psycho prime ministers talk about how 30-year-olds are living in their parents' basement. They can't get a house. So it's all out there, but people have to pay attention. The good news is, though, this is the good news. Every time there is an economical collapse, MLM flourishes. Why? Because now people are open to doing something other than their job. When the economy is strong, people generally just do the least they need to do. If there's a good job or two good jobs in the household and they're doing fine and nobody wants to do something extra. But when times get tough and the economies go down and jobs are lost, that's when everybody becomes desperate to then start to look. So I'm telling you, over the next 3 years, you can become a millionaire. Over the next 3 years, you can go out there and we can change everything. I know for a fact in Opulence we'll set a new high. The question is, are you going to be part of that? Over the next few weeks, I'm sure you're seeing already, I've been talking about this evolving last couple of years, slowly, and now we're accelerating. Cam is here because obviously we're really short-handed. He being some special talents, he's going through our stuff. He's saying, hey, there's a lot of good stuff here that we've abandoned. We're bringing that up, and Cam is going to lead this, and Rico will lead this in Southeast Asia, and we're going to set a new high. We set a new high. That means a whole bunch of yous will set a new high. So just like 2008, when that last major economical collapse, where banks failed and everything failed, it's going to happen again, and we're going to set a new high. Because you're going to have a buffet of leads. People are looking to survive. They weren't thinking that 3 years ago or 5 years ago. They're thinking that now. They need to save the house. They don't want to be part of the stats of the 71% or the 61%. They need to do something now. So it doesn't matter what country you're in. There is tens of millions of people there that are waiting for your phone call. You need to just get your script straight. You need to get on these calls. You need to get on a train. If you don't know what to do, get on the calls. Pick up the phone. Call Cam. Call Rico. Call me. Call whoever you have to call. Call your upline. And smile and that. Put in your 12-hour days, 10-hour days. You got a job, go to the forensic system, which is 40 gets you one. You can do that. Anyone can do that with 2 jobs. You can do the 40 get you one. That's the forensic system in a week. And you're going to set a new high over the next 2 to 3 years. And most of you be full-time doing this business. So it's time now. And what you're going to find over the next few weeks, we're going to launch the craziest things, including promotions, tools, everything you need, just like 2008, to bring this to that next new high. And just like 2008, that created people like Renee Liao or Sherry Zhao or these people, millionaires, we're going to have a bunch of people who are going to miss the boat. They're not going to pay attention. There's 3 types of people. The type that make things happen. We have those. The type that watch things happen. They're around, not doing anything. There's a third type that say, what the hell just happened? Because they'll be gone away, and they come back and say, we have a new high now. So you decide which type you're going to be. And that all starts with this new tour that Cam is going to take you through. We got a new tour. We're excited about that. It's evolving. We're going to, and the new tour, I'm just going to make this very clear. The new tour is not really the new tour. It's the old tour, combination of the old tours, what our success was, what we used to have hundreds of people going to a presentation. But it's not designed to close things for you. Remember the forensic system. The tour is a third aspect of the yes. The first 2 aspects of the yes is like and trust. Third is the tour and post-tour. So the tour itself is a preview of Opulence. Opulence is too big to be discussed in one tour. It's too big. It's got too many lines. So it's a preview And based on who your customer is, your prospect is, post-tour is where the business gets done. So the tour is a preview. Don't expect the tour to sell it for you. It's not. You're going to sell it. The tour is not there to sell it. You're there to sell it. So the tour will be the preview of these different aspects of a business. And then maybe your customer loves fashion. You focus on that. Maybe someone else's customer wants health. They focus on FOL and Divine. Maybe someone else's customer doesn't care about product at all. You know, they're the ones that go join Ponzi schemes. They just want money. Then you focus on the comp plan. The fact of the matter is we do have products. It's not a Ponzi scheme, but we do have the most incredible compensation plan. So the tour is the preview. Post-tour is where the business gets done. And we're going to help you. We're going to teach you. Cam, take us through it.
Absolutely, CEO. Absolutely. Yeah. Sanaz, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna, so Ramin, today we did our forensic part 1. Cam and I are both talkers, so we're already at 12 o'clock in order for us to take them through the
got
tour.
it. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, so
All
we
right.
decided that next Saturday, we're gonna do full training. Now, this was part 1, where we give them the introduction, the mindset, prep, how to do everything. And then the next week, we're gonna do how to effectively do the presentation as well. We're also gonna do snippets of it, if it's okay with you, on the forensic call on Tuesday night to get as many people on as well. And so our target for the next couple of weeks is just gonna be the trainings, the basics, going back to the basics. And we're also gonna, teach our 222 principle, which is 2-minute testimonial, 2-minute story, 2-minute edification. So that way we can all get launched in May in an absolutely massive way as well. So we're really, really excited. I think everyone really enjoyed the training. We'd love to hear from some of you today or tonight or this morning, wherever you are. What was your takeaway today? What was it that
What
you
I want to
learned?
do also, as we do our part, I want to see our people commit to doing their part. We got 100 this week. Somebody gets one person on next, and we got 200. This is as easy as a task as it is, and I want every single person here to commit to have one person next week. Now we got 200, and you guys do that. You guys made us happy. We do our part. You need to do your part. We work during the
Ramin, you
week.
beat me
Saturday
to
we're
it.
here.
That's exactly what I was going to say. We need to have minimum 200. You beat me to it, man. That's a number. Less than 200, guys, you don't get us excited. You want us. We were passionate for you. It's a two-way business. We need minimum 200.
I mean, this
Absolutely.
information is someone that anyone you know would be excited about. Doesn't matter if Opulence or not. You could have a cousin or a sister or say, listen, check out this forensic training that's coming out. I'm getting on. You're going to feel different in after this is over. Then you have the Opulence. They get on. The information is vital. You guys know that. Some of my forensic students are no longer with Opulence. Have not been here for 10 years. They're still on Instagram. They still tag me on things, and they've made it big in commercial real estate, different things, and they still credit their success to the forensic seminars they used to come to back in 2010 and 11 and 12.
Amazing.
So get all of you, get one person in. We have 200 plus next week. Let's go.
Amazing. All right, Cam, let's read on. Now at this point, 200, I think it should be 300, but anyways, I think with the amount of people that we have in this company on a Saturday morning, this is the reason we do it on Saturday morning. So all countries, all principals can get on. So let's go. Everyone work on having 2 to 5 new people from your team. Call them, get them on the call, remind them. I know we can jam pack the call. And of course, Cam, why don't you take us through what were some of the takeaways from today's meeting?
Maybe we can put a hand up. They can share.
Sure.
Absolutely. Let's get some hands up. We'd love to hear from you. You've heard from us. We've given you everything we've got to excite you and show you our dedication to you. We'd love to get feedback to know what else we can help you with. You've got the whole leadership group on the call. Ramin, Sanaz, myself, Rico. Doesn't get bigger than this of leadership group on the call. Send it our way.
Yeah, they're saying, I love what John says, get her done. Agreed, John. We got to just get her done. Everyone bring one Let's get the team going. I commit. Brian says I commit. Ah, we got Rico on. He
Rico
is
in the house.
Rico,
I
you are
couldn't help. I
alive.
couldn't help but you know what to just share here in this call, and these are some of the things that we take for granted each and every tour that we make. And this is a very powerful training. Thank you, SVP Sanas. Thank you, Canvas, for this amazing, amazing training. It has been something like an awakening, not just for me, but I believe to all of our partners that are joining us here today. And these details are very important, especially when we're doing tours. And one of the takeaways that I have is that, when we're doing a presentation, it's not just about the speaker, it's not just about the testimonials, it's all about the partners in the room. Okay, it's all about teamwork, right? So we have to work together to make the tour as effective as it is, as exciting as it is. And most part, to make it more exciting, rest on the shoulders of the participants. So when you're attending the tour, you're not just there just to, watch and observe. Become involved, become a participant, because the success of the tour rests on each and every one of us. And that's one of the great takeaways that I have in this meeting, especially when you say, SVP Sana, stay in the room. These are the little things that makes a lot of difference. Stay in the room. Make your guest excited. You know what? They look at you. Okay, they look at you, how you react, how you respond, how you are excited in the meeting. As Kam said, they buy you. They buy you first. And this is very important. And I believe, as SVP Sanas, I would love to have this training, of course, being done, of course, with our team, with our Asian team as well. And looking forward to doing and sharing this information to each and everyone in our team. So thank you so much for this very powerful training.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Rico, for sharing. And you know what? That's exactly what it's all about. I'm going to share it with you today so we can get it going right away. I know we have some of you that have raised your hand to share. We're going to go with our first person, which we have, of course, Shauna, my dear. I know you were the first beautiful young lady who raised your hand. So Shauna, take it away, darling.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I am so charged with this training. 2 weeks ago, Sanaz, when you did a training, I was really pumped. This one is the icing on the cake. And I am so happy to have had my conversation with Canvas, who said, move on, do the calls, knock on the doors. But my biggest takeaway today, which coincidentally Karen and I have done, is we developed a drop card. And we're going forth to do drop cards and to sell people the business. So I can't wait for the seminar on the drop cards. So thank you very much. And I'm just feeling that, selling fashion is my thing. I think health was somebody else's thing. I am ready to roll on fashion.
I love it. I love it. I love it. It's going to be
So
amazing.
Camby's, I love the knock on the door thing that Cam puts out. The Opulence version, Cam, I guess it would be knock on the phones.
Well, I'm actually knocking on the doors.
Yeah,
I'm going to knock on doors.
that's it. Absolutely.
And not house doors.
The last call means nothing compared to the next call.
That's it. That's it. I love it. I love it. Okay, let's keep it flowing. I want to give everyone an opportunity to share. Reza, I know you raise your hand at the same time. I have the list in order. I want to just give everyone the time. Shauna, thank you so much, Darlene, for sharing that. Absolutely. Every training is important. Thank you for sharing. I look forward to seeing what you and Karen are going to do and rock Winnipeg. And I look forward to doing a massive event in your market.
Okay.
Amazing. All right, Reza, you are up next, my dear.
Okay, well, what a powerful, refreshing training. Reminds me of our beginning, reminds of us our middle, and it's amazing. It's amazing, all on point. We need a lot more time to train this topic, train the tour, post tour, all that stuff. What's really interesting is here that Nairobi, been here for a while, and the rain hasn't stopped. Today, finally, we got sunshine. Hallelujah, thank God. So things are going to be back to normal. Before I left on my trip to Kenya, I went into my showcase, which is dedicated for my Opulence business. I started looking and I found this little package of drop cards. Okay. And basically, it's got the picture of our products. It says on one side, it says, shopping is fun, but getting paid to shop is better, with the picture, some of the pictures. And on the other side is a gentleman, the same thing. It says, contact me, and I will show you how to start your own, design them all, and we will both get paid. With some picture of some other stuff at the bottom with my name, my phone number, my Opulence address, my email address, and I put my IG below it, right? From the airport, when I landed on the plane, to the part I got off the plane in the airport, to the part I reached the hotel, I had 5 contacts that took these drop cards from me. Guess what? I met all 5 of them, and I did tours for them, all 5 of them. They made it through the sale, through the monsoon, through everything. So these drop cards work if we use them effectively, and most importantly, have it on us. Yeah. Because when I was sitting on a plane, I showed them my ring, I showed them my watch, I showed them my shoes, I showed them my briefcase, Opulent briefcase, and they were just mesmerized. And some good conversation, give them the drop cards with my phone number on it. Guess what? 5 cards, 5 prospects who showed up to see this tour, and they're all loving it. So I love this training. It's amazing. You know what? I agree with you, Sanaz. 300, 200 is nothing. Today, I talked to a few people, and they were all on. Every single one of them are on. So let's go for 300, guys. Back to you guys. Great job, guys. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rez. And don't you guys just love what he just read as a script? Shopping is fun, but getting paid to shop is even better. How many of you would love to drop those cards off everywhere you go? How many of you think that people would call you back? How powerful is that? These are all the crazy things that we used to do when we were just focused on fashion, and then the pandemic changed everything. We're basically taking a big, deep breath, and we are bringing the fashion back, baby. So I cannot wait.
I remember that drop card that Les was talking about, and man, I miss those days. We had so much fun those days. I mean, the testimonials were so much different. And because we had all kinds of people, of course, then we missed the health. So we brought the health, and that kind of we missed the other side. We need to keep both in here. Remember when you and I went to the Andreas Bocelli, right? The valet guy comes, opens the G-Wagon. He doesn't care about the car. He doesn't care about anything. He looks at my shoes right away. The valet guy says, I love your shoes. Yeah. Now I'm at the valet. There is a lineup behind me. I have no time to talk. I was thinking to myself, it'd be so good if I had something, just to give it to him. Say, do you love my shoes? Here, you can get it here. You can use my discount and walk away. Can you imagine something like that? So, yeah, we're bringing all of those back, guys. It's all coming back.
Absolutely. Actually, in the past couple of days, we've been invited to lots of different charity events, and we're constantly networking with CEOs and founders and companies and models and fashion bloggers. And they all ask us because we look good, we dress well, we're well taken care of. And what do you do? What do you do? Can you imagine just giving them these drop cards as opposed to business cards? Now, this is what we're going to teach all of you to do. Anyways, let's continue. We have Mike, Big Mike from Trinidad Tobago. Take it away, sir.
Yeah, this is the Big Mike. Hello, people. Listen, man, this is the bomb. Sanaz and Cam, listen, you guys has dropped the bomb this morning. This is fantastic. This is more than just a company. This is not just about some clothes or some product. You guys, you create and wake up that fire in people. You bring people together. You get people going from the inside. Oh, this is more than just a business. This is more than just so many. Listen, I came to that cruise, and I mean, the cruise wake me up because you know why? I felt like I met a family that I have never met in my life. Listen, don't talk about Renee. Oh man. You meet someone who is that high and yet still he can come down as low. wherever you are, and meet you and lift your spirit up. Listen, this is a family, guys. This is not a business. This is a family that want to see you do better, be better. And this is what leadership is all about. Not when you're in someone present and you feel inferior. But when you're in you guys present, you dream more, you do more, you want more. You just want to go on a blaze. This is the opulence blaze. This is something that you birth something when you're around you guys. You guys are true leaders. And you know, this is one of my first Saturday morning, but I am so fired up. You know, I just fire up. Just to, you guys wake up something and bigger on the inside of me. You bring the giant out. Oh my God! And listen, Renee was talking about the heart, the economy and stuff like that. And do you know that in the Japanese dictionary, hard times, hard times, it means opportunity. So that the only time people will find opportunity is when hardship hit them. Because when you're down to the bottom, there's nowhere else to go but up. Oh my God. So listen, hey, listen, people need some hardship in their life. Hardship is good. It's God telling you to wake up, shake up yourself, get up. You got to do something more than the 8 to 4, more than just over broke. Bob, the Bajan call it jackals of the boss. You got to do something more than that. That is a slave mentality. And I'm so glad that you guys are putting things in place to get us up from that place. Amen. Out of that state of mind and change our thinking. Because if Eric Worre did it, any one of us can do it. Forget about your limitation. Look at your possibility. Hello, people. This is the Big Mike signing off. Boom.
Thank you,
Big Mike.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Big Mike. And you know what? That's exactly what it's about. Let's continue to go. I want to give everyone the time. Brian, you are up next. I love hearing from all different people, different perspectives. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing well, Sanaz. Can you hear me clearly?
I can hear you.
Well, first of all, I want to say thanks to you and Compass for an amazing presentation and for, again, just bring us back to what really matters and some of the key components and things that we need to focus on, daily to have the success that we had. And of course, for Ramin for reminding us that we're on our way to the next high. And it's a great opportunity for everyone on this call to be, take their market share and take, the money off the table that's in place for them when we hit that high. And I'm so excited because a lot of things you guys have been talking about are things that are very passionate to me. Because I know that when I first got started in the business, it was all about, making sure that there was people in place for the teams to have support. And, I know it's something that's very important and something that we've always focused on, but I think we just need to refocus on it a little bit. And once we do that, the highs that Ramin are talking about are really just around the corner. And we just have to basically do our part. And it's a foregone conclusion that success is inevitable. So thank you so much for everything. Amazing call. I'm looking forward to next week. And again, thanks for everything that you do from a corporate side. As you said, it's now, a lot of the onus is on the field and we have to sort of take that baton and start running with it. So thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Brian. That was very well said, and excited to rock and roll and bring back the basics and start to rock.
And Brian, we will confirm the dates of the day that we were doing. Just, next week, Cam and his family are in Paris. So 100%, just so we don't have everyone expecting next Saturday for me to be on this.
I'll do it.
Yeah. So, even better. You're getting the better version. You're getting the next level pro doing it. So me being in Paris did you a favor.
Absolutely. I'll be doing the call, and maybe I'll get the rest of the team on with me, with Rico and Renee. Will rock and roll. Renee, my friend.
Oh, wow. Good morning. Initially when Big Mike came on the line and then you unmuted me, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to follow Big Mike. I was like, no, please, God, no. And of
My
course,
God, he's like a motivational speaker himself. I cannot wait to see what he's gonna do in the Caribbean, even rocket.
oh, you know what? On the cruise ship, I mean, everyone knew who he was. You know, we all love Big Mike, and I'm glad that Brian went first because it kind of let me get back into the normal stratosphere. But all in all, I want to say a special thank you, of course, Canvas and Sanaz, because your training it really brought me back. Whenever you guys train, including our CEO and founder, it brings me back to my first few months in the business. And it's so vitally important. These things that I think I take for granted. Like what to do before the tour, right? Arrive early, be there with your guests, right? Reconfirm. And all these things here are such important skills that I think, of course, we do it naturally now because we've been doing it for so long. But again, for the brand new people, it's a wealth of knowledge. And I want to say thank you so much for bringing that back to us. And beyond that, I cannot wait again to go over the new tour next week. I think things happen for a reason. Just recently, I had met two prospects that were helping me at Home Depot, and of course, I invited them to an opportunity, a tour. And what's interesting is as I'm presenting, the Safe Home Revolution, I'm presenting, the fashion. Guess which one appealed more to these young guys who are like 24 years old, right? It was not the Safe Home Revolution, right? It was the fashion. And it's one thing that kept dawning on me that I'm just missing out on this. I love what you guys were saying about the drop cards. I remember my first few years in MLM, we printed drop cards, left them on the TTC, on the subways, on the Viva lines, right? The buses, the coffee shops, we did them everywhere. And the thing was, 1,000 drop cards gets you one. I think nowadays with what we have today, 1,000 drop cards will get you a lot more than one, right? And just to share with you one last thing is that I was speaking with a gentleman of mine who's the president of the Niagara Falls Film Festival, right? And he was talking to me, and the one thing that kept hitting my mind was not trying to showcase the film revolution. It's a film festival, right? It's fashion. And so, I immediately contacted, of course, our Niagara Falls team. I'm trying to see if we can do something at that Niagara Falls Film Festival. So I cannot, all this stuff combined together, bringing it back of the fairy mosh. I just feel like we're finally setting that ship on the right direction. We're not lopsiding one ship to, for example, FOL on one side, and we're really balancing the ship. So I just can't wait. I cannot wait to have all these new tools that are coming out, from the Opulence scorecard, the forensic scorecard, the drop cards, right? The brand new tour coming out, So just very excited for everything, and I know that as Big Mike just said, right? Wherever you are in your business, never ever think that be negative, because as bad as you might think you have it, there's always someone else that has it worse than you. I've always believed in that. And even if you feel you're rock bottom, well, as Mike said, there's only one way to go. It's straight up. It's straight up, right? So I could talk for hours and days, but I want to give this entire for everyone else. Thank you again, Sanaz. Thank you, Kambiz. I'm glad to have you on the team. You are a wealth of just knowledge and, of course, a great hand in our company. And looking forward to as we go towards the billion. So thank you to the billion, to the billion.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Renee. Actually,
Renee.
following that story. 3 weeks ago, I was in Miami with Kevin, one of our brand partners who's been here for like 15 years. We were doing another. I was looking for cars, so we went to the beach. There was a bunch of young guys coming, and when I was there, I rented a Mustang Shelby. And then that's a pretty common hot car for young guys. So these young guys are going by and say, "Hey, beautiful car. So what do you do for a living?" Of course, that's become a new thing now. So I said, "Well, we're in the health, fashion, and crypto business," thinking that they're young, they're going to go after the crypto side. That's going to attract them right away. It's really, what type of fashion? That's all he was interested in. And so now that Kevin is talking to him, and he arranged, I think, even with Renee to do a call for him. My point to you is that, you see, years ago, I did a video. I'm going to put the link here. Got 25 unique reasons why Opulence Global is the best opportunity in MLM. And you need to, I know 90% of you haven't seen that. That's all you really need, guys. That's a full training by itself. I'm going to put it in the chat. And that 25 reasons actually cover two things. While everybody else has need products or no product at all, we have want product and need products. The want is the fashion. Need is the health, right? We have both here, 25 unique reasons. I'll leave you the link. Make sure you watch it and train it.
Amazing. I love it. Okay, so much excitement. I know we have Amit. I remember meeting Amit when she traveled down from Kenya to Toronto. She came to our office. She sat down with myself, the rest of the team. I hear she is on fire. And Amit, I've unmuted you. I know you have some guests on with you today. Take it away.
Thank you so much, Sana Suman. Yes, I remember sitting down with you, and that magical moment happened that day, that time when I left the office. I was fired up, and it's amazing. I'm going to be making my first $1,000 in the first 5 years of being in this business for the first time on the 15th. I have qualified for 3-share MGRS and this has happened having Mr. Reza in town with us, monitoring us, being with us. We have had back-to-back meetings. It has been amazing to us. I have launched 2 people, Kiran and James, the new blood in my team, and I'm very excited. And a big thank you to Reza and all the Kenya team and to all my leaders, Sanaz, Mr. Ramin. It has been amazing. Thank you so much. And I'm just in the new high and the magical moment. Thank you.
Wow. You know, I love what Amit just shared.
Congratulations.
Yes,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
Bravo.
Listen to what she just said, ladies and gentlemen. She's been in this business for 5 years. She's been a great product of the product. Reza went down there. She decided to take all out massive action. She's now inviting prospects. She's sitting down. She's doing tours. She's made $1,000 in a week. How many of you would love to do that? Right? It's all about action. It's all about action. All right.
I do
Next
want
we
to say
have-
something, Sanas.
Yes.
I'm going to say something about this young lady because she lives in Kenya. She came to Alberta in Canada for a visit. Now, Alberta, Canada is the second world's largest second largest country in the world. To come from Alberta to Toronto, it's like going to Europe because it's like a 3.5, 4-hour flight. She took the time to come to Toronto just to see the head office and spend some time with me and you. And she's now in Kenya, crushing it and blowing up down there. This is commitment, guys. Some of the people today, they couldn't even get on this call. It's a free call. They could be on the phone, sitting in their car. But no, there's no surprise why this young lady is crushing it. One is committed, one isn't. Let's go 200 next week.
Love it, love it, love it. And of course, we have Ronan on. I don't know what part of the world you are in today, my friend, but you have the line. Hello?
Hello, SVP. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Welcome, Ronan.
Hello,
Thank you
Ronan.
very much. Hello, Cambys. I have to say the two of you are a powerhouse. I mean, we are used to having our SVP rocking in energies that I have my new LA Plus sitting here with me, and he says, wow, but the two of you together, it is unbelievable. That's like the next level. And to hear our CEO at his level of excitement, knowing how busy he is, after 10 years, I think I've experienced the third rise, as I call it. Every company always have ups and downs, and we always say as long as the last low is higher than the low before, and the next high is higher than the next high. So I feel that our company is now about to go through its next highest powered evolution. And the reason I say it is many different things. First of all, what you have taught today is so important for not just the new people, but for all of us, because Corona has really brought a completely new methodology. And as I've been in this industry now, it's hard to imagine because it tells my age, but 1990, I've joined this industry. And so many people have asked me, and I told them that it's the only place that I can truly call home after 10 years. And 10 years is a long enough time to truly have a real comparison to everything I've done 25 years before. But the core of my life, and Cambys for this sake, we both started, selling door to door. I sold encyclopedias, he sold that, I sold time sharing. So we understand the world of sales very, very well. But I've never experienced a 4 years since Corona. It was so confusing because we needed to readapt to a world without the energy of the people, which was really the biggest engine of MLM since of its inception, because it's not just about business, it's about people getting together, not being bored at home and always needing a reason for a party, a reason to get together. And when I have started with the world of fashion through our incredible company, it took me a while to figure it out, but fashion is really the core of let's get together, the core of let's get out of the house and invest into putting some makeup and some nice fashion and look good and go and celebrate a unique environment after a 4-year pajama term. I call this Corona pajama term. Everybody got to Zooms all the time. We must reteach ourselves everything that our great teachers are teaching us here, starting now, which is really remembering it's all about the people. So we heard some great ideas about cold calling and drop cards, which are amazing. I can't wait to get this thing going. But I want to remind all of us that because of the pajama term, all the people that you know in your life, even people that you've contacted a long time ago, and because we have put so much effort into bringing the health and personal care into our world, there are so many people out there that if you'll just reconnect with, they will go crazy over the fashion again, because now everybody wants to go out, right? We are tired of being isolated in homes behind computers. Yes, we are creatures of habit, so it's hard to get rid of it. But if you just go to everyone you know, like I say, if you're lucky to have an event in your environment, half an hour drive from you, just go to everyone and say, I'm organizing a get together with a few good friends of mine that were asking me a lot about what I do. Why don't you join us? And then you take them to a local crazy show like they have in Ottawa or in Toronto. But if you're in an area that doesn't have that, see yourself as the creator. And it is as simple as going to 3, 4, 5 people and saying, I'm getting a get together in my house for a few friends that wanted to know a little bit more of what I do. And since it's about fashion, dress up and come to have some fun. So that is as simple as it is to get people into your home. From your home, it will develop to a location, to a tour. And I believe that this is where Opulence is heading now. So if you're on this call or seeing this recording, I would raise the level of commitment to the place that I will not miss out on what's about to happen in the next 3, 4 years. I know my family. I know our CEO. I know our SVP. They are like my mother and father for almost 10 years. Camby's is one of the best additions to this company from the little that I've communicated with him. This is our time. Brush the dust off and let's get to work. Thank you so much to all of you. And thank you really to all of the people in my organization that has allowed me to have such a remarkable lifestyle. I am in debt to you for the rest of your life. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Well done, Ronan. Well done.
Wow, amazing. What a great call today. I know we went a little bit over, but you know what? This passion and excitement is so important. If you're brand new onto this call today, it is so vital and important to get on every single corporate call. Every call is different, unique on its own. You will learn something. You will be inspired by, what you learn. And again, you got to be a student before you can become a teacher. And in this business, we always say you keep on earning as you are learning. And the more you learn, the more you earn. And the more you do, the more reward you will receive. So choose today, declare it today. What will you be doing in this business? Are you going to be a part-timer, a sometime-er, a full-timer? What is it that you want to achieve? And you know what? You see, as a company, we are working to go to the moon. We are working to create success. We are working to inspire you more and more. The question is, what are you going to do? I love what our CEO said. Our CEO, can you say that again? So there's 3 different types of people.
There's a type that make things happen. The type that watch things happen. They're there, but they're not really moving much. A type that don't know what the hell just happened.
I love that.
They missed the boat.
It's so true. We actually had someone that came to the office the other day. This distributor was around like 10 years ago or something. And he walked in and he's like, oh, you guys are still here? And we're like, yeah, if anything, we've grown. And so I'm super, super excited about the growth, the expansion. I loved how Reza mentioned the drop card. Shopping is fun, but getting paid is even better. Could you imagine seeing that? I would gravitate towards that like that. And I'm super, super excited. The cool thing about this opportunity is you have access to a $9.7 trillion industry. Fashion, health, beauty, personal care, all under one umbrella. Show me one company that has all in this industry. There's their health and wellness, their nutrition, all of the jewelry companies that were in this industry have dissipated and gone away. We are 19 years old. We are going strong. We are debt free. We are building. We are growing. We are inspiring. Next year is going to be our 20-year anniversary in Dubai this month, April. We're going to get those final numbers out to you, location, date, all that stuff. With that, I know we've gone over. I just want to say thanks to Cam for an amazing, amazing job. Well done. I agree with Ronan. You are such an amazing addition to this team. I love working with you. You are extremely smart, phenomenal at follow-up, and I love that. Of course, having our CEO on, having LD3, Jocelyn being our host. She's becoming a powerhouse, which I can not wait to edify her as LD4 in the Philippines.
Let's go.
That's it. And with that, I want to thank each and every single one of you that showed up today, trained, learned, inspired. Hopefully, you are just as excited as us and ready to go to
Hold on a second. I think Ronan needs to go LD4 first. He's been here longer. So Ronan, you're on notice. Let's go. LD4.
Go, Ronan. All right, Jocelyn, I'm going to pass it over to our super host to make any comments, questions.
Before we jump to our super host to finish it up, I'd like to just jump in here. I like to declare that I'm going to personally make sure in this next high, we're going to create at least 10 millionaires. The question is going to be, are you going to be one of them? I can't answer that for you, but I'm here to create millionaires, and I joined this company because it's a vehicle for creating millionaires. Are you serious enough to be one of those 10 from the next high that's already starting? Those of you that are smart enough to know the business, you know the momentum is already starting. Question is, who's the next 10?
Declare it. Declare it. Declare it. Declare it.
Count us in.
That's it. All right.
Count me in.
Jocelyn, are you ready to
close
this? How are you going to close this call with all this excitement?
Yes. Thank you so much, SVP Sanas and Campis, and of course, our beloved CEO for the words of wisdom and inspiration, and thank you for his powerful training. I learned a lot from this call, and I'm sure that our listener gained more as well. And this is what I personally realized after this amazing call. We have the power to make it big here in Opulence, and that is by taking charge of ourselves and our team. So it's time to refresh, restart, rebuild, and become the best version of ourselves. So we will always be paid in direct proportion in what we do and how we do it well. So just trust the process. LD4 to the billion.
Love it. You know, I have so many people declaring it. They want in. Listen, the universe will take in whatever you say out loud. Declare it in your home. Say, I will be the next opulence millionaire. We're here to support you. We're here to build with you. We're here to grow with you. But it is up to you to do that. We got the tools. We got the vehicle. Cam, that's his job. His job is to bring in help, support, revenue for all of you. His job is to train you. You saw already what a powerhouse training he's put together from our CEO's material. Trust the process, our founder and CEO always said. Remember, we have a proven system that is duplicatable. We have a proven system like the training that you heard today. And all you got to do is take all out massive action. Don't miss trainings. Don't miss calls. Invite. Go put your list together. Talk to people. Fill your pipeline. Fill your pipeline. If you talk to enough people, some will say yes. Some will say no. You move on to the next person. And with that, Cam, I want to thank you for, of course, co-hosting and co-presenting this amazing call with me. I know you're heading off to, of course, I know you're heading off to Paris with your family for an amazing, fun vacation. Rico, I look forward to having you guys on, and of course, the next week. And remember, we are going for 200 to 400 plus. I declare it. I look forward to it. Rico, hopefully you're just as pumped as us. I don't know how you guys are going to sleep in the Philippines at 12:30 at night, but sorry, we went a little bit over. All right. Rico, did you want to say something? You are muted now.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely, SVP. Looking forward to our call next week. So make sure that you invite your whole team. Bring one, each one bring one, or better yet, bring two. This is going to be an exciting call. We're going to learn a lot of things, just like what we did for today. And of course, thank you so much to each and everyone who joined us in this call. And of course, to the billion. Thank you so much, everyone.
Have a good one, everyone. Bye now.
Bye,
To the
everyone. Thank you.
billion.
To the
The
billion.
billion.